for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code GO for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Let's go. It's time for Sedano and Cap.
A little sabor. And we're going to just nosh.
It is George Sedano. It is Scott Kaplan. Sedano and Cap is on for your Friday afternoon.
I'm going to have to say respectfully, I'm going to disagree.
Okay, why is that?
I don't know.
Here we go. The LA Afternoon Drive takeover for this Friday, March 14th. Be careful out there. Drive safe on those wet roads. Meanwhile, we'll walk you up to coverage 5 p.m. Lakers Nuggets. Luka's not going to play tonight, but that doesn't mean Beto Duran won't get you ready for the game. At 5 p.m., you can hear it on 7:10 a.m. and on the all-new ESPN LA app in crystal clear digital audio.
You better watch the A-Team, fool. You want to watch the A-Team? I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to take your TV. I'm going to give it to somebody who want to watch the A-Team. You feel me, sucker?
Plus, the Cowboys might get Cooper Kupp. Sedano and Cappy will talk about it and get you ready for Dodger baseball and so much more. Plus, don't forget 710-4CHLA.com. CHLA, Children's Hospital. You can bid on amazing experiences. Like maybe you could donate enough money to get Cappy to mount you, like he mounted me for all those times. Or Sedano to sigh in your face. Or maybe we just raise money for Beto to go on that hike with Travis and DeMarco. And let's just see what happens, huh? Speaking of which, let's do it for a wet Friday afternoon, Jack.
A Jerusalem cherry.
He likes to lay the wood.
Yeah. You say kikuchi.
Wacky forced radio stunt of the year. Ha-ha!
Christopher can go to hell. Oh, nothing worse than the horse.
Nah, man, black don't crack.
Benjamin Pratt is like, how do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger. Hey, these Hard Knocks guys are all over me right now. It's like I'm back in Dayton. You are a bit killer.
Because you got to talk about sperm.
I mean, look at me. I'm a hot piece of ass. I mean, look at him.
The LA Afternoon Drive takeover, Sedano and Cappy. Yeah. Friday afternoon right now.
Bing, bam, bam. Boom, bing, bam. Ding, da, bam, da, ba, pick it, doom, ding, bam, dig it, doom, ding, bam. Boom, ba, da, ba, pick it, doom, da, bam, yeah. Boom, ba, da, ding, da, bam. Yeah, it's Friday.
Cappy,
Boom,
there seems to be someone in the Sedano and Cap circle of trust who may have been hacked.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
This person, Raymond.
Raymond.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And now is like asking him, like, it's like an internet scam, like he's sending links to people. Raymond, if you're listening, you got hacked, bro.
Oh, he knows.
He knows.
He sent,
knows.
yeah,
He sent text this morning. Yeah.
Huh.
He didn't text you, George?
No, didn't text me.
Why? He doesn't have your number, does he?
No.
Well, I'm going to give it to him.
No.
Yes, I am.
Sorry, Raymundo.
No, it is. Here it is. It's 310-555-0000. That's George's number. Call him. Text him.
That poor person who has that number now is just going to get bombarded because you're a jerk face.
Hey, let me just ask. It's rainy, cold,
it is
windy,
rainy and cold. Yeah.
gray.
Right.
I don't know about the rest of you guys. I had a bunch of hail fall all over me here in South.
No hail here.
Oh, yeah. It's been crazy. And so, listen, everybody just be safe out there, right?
Yeah.
Take it easy. And, George, I'll have you know.
You'll have me know.
That when we convened on Wednesday, because we were off yesterday because of the Laker game, when we got done on Wednesday, I was telling you about taking my daughter to the train station, remember?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And part of that was like, hey, good, you're going to be leaving Southern California and you're going to be going east and the weather's going to be better. Dude, I'm looking at the weather right now. This girl is on a train in East Texas now and getting ready to pull into 80 to 100 mile an hour wind gusts as she crosses the border into Louisiana. How's that?
I'm sure she's excited about that.
Is that safe on a train?
I don't know. Do I look
Wait a
like a
second.
conductor to you?
You wait a second. Hold on a second. I think of you as knowing everything. You don't know something?
Don't know about trains that well, bro.
Wow. Okay.
Not a train guy.
Not that well, you said. So maybe.
Yeah,
you
I
do
mean,
know.
look, I've been on some trains, right? Like I lived in Connecticut. I used to take the Metro North into the city. You know what I mean? I used to do that. I told you the other day I took the Eurostar from London to Paris. But there's some limited train experience.
Okay, I understand. I thought again, you'll have to excuse me. I now think you know everything about everything, so I thought you would know about trains and whether or not they get blown over.
I got
80,
planes
100
and
mile an hour
automobiles.
winds.
I got
Okay,
those. down.
Those you got down.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Cappy, you know who I had dinner with yesterday?
I do not.
The great Kirk Kartosian of Tequila Mandala. We went to Tin Roof Bistro last night and found out our guy Aaron is no longer the GM there.
Well, wait a second. Hold on. Was last night your anniversary?
No, that was the night before.
Okay, because I saw a picture of you guys on social media, and it was a very cute picture of you guys celebrating your anniversary. So first of all, Mazel Tov, happy anniversary. How many years is that?
14.
14?
Yeah.
Wow, you got 3 more years, and then you'll beat me. So I hope you guys are doing well. If not, real
that's the
father's
goal.
rights.
I mean,
okay?
we literally every day wake up every day like, let's just beat Cappy.
Right, we just got to get to 18. He made it to 17. We got to get to 18. Otherwise, George, I'll introduce you to Mark Real and Real Father's Rights.
Sure.
So you were saying that you had dinner last night with Kirk Kartosian.
Yeah, at good old Tin Roof Bistro right next to the John Ireland Mansion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was excellent.
Since you're going to shout out the Tin Roof Bistro, I got to shout out some guys Wednesday.
And you know what else?
No, tell me.
After the dinner, real
tell
quick,
me.
though. You know what Kirk gave me?
A bottle of tequila mandala?
2 big pies. Road
Ooh.
pie.
Road
From
pies.
his new pizzeria, Avenue Pizza, in Downey.
Oh, really? And what'd you do with them?
Well, he told me that they're good for a couple of days. Just we're going to have pizza tonight. Pizza Friday.
Night. Pizza night at the Sedano's house. I like that.
Courtesy of Avenue Pizza in Downey. Yeah.
Hey, I wish he'd bring some into the studio next week.
Some good pie.
Yeah,
I decided to have 1 piece for lunch. It was delicious.
Yeah, it was good?
Yeah.
Reheat it?
Yeah, of course. $4.50, bro.
Oh, okay. In the oven?
Yeah, $4.50.
Toaster oven or a regular oven?
Well, 1 piece I went toaster oven, but the whole pie, we have 2 pies. So we will heat up half a pepperoni, half a cheese, and then put it in the conventional oven, yes.
You like pie, do you?
Yeah, who doesn't like a good pie?
Oh, I love a good pie. Love me some pie. Shouting out great restaurants, I got to just give a shout out. On Wednesday night, after we got off the air, I took my daughter, really happy. Hey, you're going on the train. You're going cross country. This is going to be such an awesome adventure. Let's go have a fancy dinner. We went to a place in Hollywood called the Benjamin Hollywood. Have you ever heard of this place?
I have heard of it. Never been there, but I saw your text.
Spectacular. Just want to give a shout out. Spectacular. Did not have the martini that everybody told me to have. I don't really like to drink during the week, school night, the whole thing. But I did have the burger. World class.
Fire.
World class. Did it look fire to you?
It did, yes.
Okay. DeAndre, I'm going to take you there for one of those $34 burgers. You feel me?
Oh, yes, please do.
Yeah, because I didn't look at the menu. I was just like, I came for the burger. I'm getting the burger. When the bill came, I was like, how the hell was it so expensive? 2 burgers, $34 each. That's $70 worth of burger. That's a lot of burger.
$34.
It's a lot of burger.
That's
it's a fancy,
crazy.
It's fancy. It's
Did it have like truffles on it or anything?
I don't know what it had on it, but it was damn freaking good. It was worth every dollar. Maybe $33, maybe not 34, but it was damn good. So, shout out to the Benjamin, and shout out to my man Ben, the maitre d', the owner, who shows you a really good time.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Shout out to restaurants,
and
shout out to restaurant reviews.
So anyway, Cappy, we got some Lakers stuff to talk about, we've got some Rams stuff. There's a lot of football stuff too today. Yeah, but we got to get into this Lakers stuff because it sounded like John was sounding the panic alarm on the last show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we'll touch on that in a moment. But first, as you heard us talk about during Crosstalk, ESPN LA is proud to partner with Children's Hospital Los Angeles, CHLA, for their annual Make March Matter campaign, auctioning off exclusive items like Cappy and I. Dinner with me and Cappy, $750 right now. You don't want to spend that kind of cash? Okay, I guess it's not for everybody, but there's plenty of you big ballers out there who want to go to Fleming's and have a big steak, wine, seafood dinner with us. But for those of you that may want something, maybe a little more chill, maybe more relaxed, less Cappy, more Beto. We've got the wine tasting and dining experience. So a wine tasting so a pairing as well with food at the San Antonio Winery here in LA. That one is only $310 right now. And if you got a kid, college kid, high school kid, or even yourself, you just want to tour the ESPN studios, the TV building, the radio building. You want to, I said a kid in college or high school that wants to get in the business makes more sense because they may be able to meet some of the great ESPN personalities while they're there. That one is an ESPN studio experience with me, George Sedano, $285. And all this is tax deductible. All you got to do is go to 710-4CHLA.com. That's 710-FORCHLA.com.
Okay.
Cappy, don't you have some stuff too?
I do have a couple of things. A couple of things that I would like to point out to everybody is, number one, there is the taco tour with me and Beto, and Beto's buying. So
I may crash.
Oh, you should definitely crash. And then the other one is the San Diego versus L.A. baseball game, and I suppose you can probably figure out who the two teams are that are playing.
It's now been switched to the Boys in Blue versus SD.
Okay, fine. The Boys in Blue versus the Boys in Brown. Yeah. So if you want to go see one of those kinds of games together, we can hang out and have a good time.
We're not talking about your underpants, although that could be true too.
No, but I have gone into those white Skims, and so far so good, just so you know.
Okay.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Right. So there you go. Let's get these things going. Let's get these bids going.
Let's do it. 710-FORCHLA.com, 710-4CHLA.com, 710-FORCHLA.com, and we'll be there Monday. So,
yeah, we will.
All right, let's get into the Lakers next.
Okay, but wait a second. Hold on. I'm not going to
we got to talk Prize Picks, too.
Yeah, not going to let us break it. Prize
Picks. Wait. Listen.
What?
You want some action?
Yeah.
Well, if you want sports action in the state of California, you got to go to Prize Picks. Download the Prize Pick app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. First $5 play gets you a $50 bonus. And here's the deal. It's as simple as more or less. There's a statistical line, for each individual player in pretty much every sport imaginable, even darts, Cappy's guy, Luke Littler. And you just go more or less on that particular stat. You bundle a couple together, boom, you can win some cold, hard cash.
So I am looking tonight at the Lakers-Nuggets game, and I don't know what to do here. I really don't.
Well, whatever Austin Reeves is, it's not enough. Go more.
Okay, well, you know who I'm looking for. I can't find him in Prize Picks right now. I thought this was an automatic. Yeah. I assumed Bronny would get some run tonight.
Whoa, we got breaking news on the other side, so let's get into this. Go.
All right. Hey, listen, get ready for tonight's game. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to go down. I don't know who to play. I'm working on it. Ron the Caddy, send me your picks. Prize Picks. Download the app. Use the code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Let's do this.
Prize Picks. Run your game. Breaking news next.
Mason and Ireland.
If I'm playing with a golf ball and I get a double bogey on a hole, that ball goes away.
Really?
Yeah, it's the ball's fault. Can't be my fault.
Yeah, gotta be the ball.
The biggest show on the radio, weekdays at noon.
On 710 ESPN.
It's the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event at Carden Alleyway Hyundai Corona. Get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2025 Hyundai Santa Fe, Tucson, or Elantra. Plus, drive with confidence with America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and Hyundai's Assurance Program. Visit us off the 91 freeway or at CardenAlleyWayHyundai.com. On approved credit, 0 security deposit, 72 payments of $1,519 for $1,000 financed. Expires 03/31/2025.
Hey, it's DeMarco. You guys know I'm a massive F1 fan. Nothing beats the speed, the energy, the atmosphere is electric on race weekend. If you want to experience it right, Absolute Sport is the way to go. Thanks to their partnership with Red Bull USA, they have exclusive rates and special access to F1 in Mexico City, Miami, Vegas, and Austin. With top-tier seats and luxury hotels, they handle everything. So all you have to do is enjoy the ride. Visit us.absolute-sport.com. That's ABSOLUT-sport and make your dream trip a reality.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News and World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at CHLA.org.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 1-800-983-6530. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-983-6530 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 1-800-983-6530 right now to schedule your vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-983-6530 now. This advertisement is paid for by Heritage for the Blind.
It's the LA Afternoon Takeover on 710 ESPN.
Man, I hate when my brain is right and my heart is wrong.
It was so close to having your brain wrong and your heart right,
No,
too.
it would have been so much fun if that were the case.
More Sedano and Cap right now.
Yeah. There's so many ways to love ya. Yeah. Friday. Got them Friday vibes. Oh my.
Man, this song is that old?
How old?
2008.
Oh, for reals? Oh my God, yeah.
LeBron was in Cleveland the first time when this song came out.
Damn.
Hey.
Good Lord. Usher, number one. Love in the Club. Or in
Shout
this
out to
club.
Usher.
Right. Yeah. 2008. Wow, 17 years ago.
Wow.
It's actually going to be warmer in Cleveland. I'll be there this weekend
Then?
for a game on Sunday. Then it will be here.
Oh, yeah.
Cleveland! This is for you!
I guess tomorrow things clear up for a day, and then Sunday back to the dreck. You know what I'm saying? Like back to the horrible weather.
Horrible.
Horrible.
So, breaking news, as I mentioned, Adam Schefter. Thank you. I feel like Peter Jennings should be coming on here.
Right.
Cooper Kupp going to the Seahawks, Cappy.
Mm-hmm.
So Sam Darnold will have Cooper Kupp.
Well, you lose DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
You give up on Tyler Lockett.
Well, but you've also elevated Jackson Smith and Jigba. Like you drafted him to be a number one receiver, and he is now going to go from the 2 to the 1, and you have Cooper Kupp,
who is a great 2. I will be curious to see, because obviously the news has come out, but what we haven't learned yet are the details of the contract, and here's why I'm curious. Because you see, Cooper Kupp was a great Ram. But when you're not as productive and you've become more injury prone, you can be a great former Ram or you could be a great current Ram. You just can't be a great current Ram at $30 million a year. And it seemed like the Rams never really even made an offer like, hey, man, would you consider a more cap-friendly, team-friendly deal to stay? They made up their minds. They're done with Cooper Kupp for whatever reason. I guess maybe because they thought they were going after Devontae Adams. But won't you be interested to see what he gets paid by Seattle? Because
yes,
if he's a $14 million a year player, I think Cooper Kupp is a great player at that price.
Oh, I don't.
If he's less, even better.
Yeah,
but
I honestly, at this, considering his lack of availability, I would need to see the marketplace for wide receivers.
Anybody else seeing this? 3 years, $45 million. I mean, this is all just happening right now, and I'm just kind of.
I have not seen it,
some
but
early.
I feel like that's.
Well,
I don't know if I would go that far for him.
Well, here's the thing.
I mean, Cappy, he hasn't had. The last 3 seasons have not been good for him.
Well,
they've been
hurt a lot.
solid. So, I look at those numbers, he's put up about 800 yards the last 3 seasons each year, okay? I just don't think that that's $15 million a year good.
Yeah, but what he is he's being cut in half, right? I mean, this is a full 50% haircut for Cooper Kupp.
Right, but I bet you the Rams were like, bro, you're not even a $15 million player at this stage.
Which is why when everybody said, how is it that the Rams would just release him and that nobody wanted to make a deal for him, it's because nobody wants to take on that contract, number one. Number two, as soon as he is a free agent, which he was until a few minutes ago, if I had to take a guess, there's probably a bidding war going on between all these teams. I'll give you 10. No, this guy will give you 11. These guys will give you 12. You go back to Seattle and you go, hey, we've got a 3-year, $40 million deal. And then Seattle goes, okay, fine, 3 years, $45 million. And then they go, okay, we'll take it. Point is that no one wanted to pay Cooper Kupp $30 million this year, but $15 million.
Maybe they do it right, yeah. And let me see, who's making 15? There's actually no one technically making 15 this year. But Mike Evans makes 20. And even at this stage of his career, I'd rather have Mike Evans. You know what I mean?
Well, I guess for me, I'm a big Cooper Kupp fan, and I think that for $15 million a year, I'm not surprised by the number. I'm a little surprised by the years, although I haven't seen yet what the guaranteed numbers are yet.
Do we even know that, or are you just
No, I'm just.
Is that somebody reported that?
Let me check here with.
I see it. Ian Rappaport,
Schefter.
likely to make $15 million a year.
Yeah. Let me also look under and see what else Schefter's reporting, because I guess what I'm getting at is I can't imagine Cooper Kupp lasting or being productive another 3 years.
Yeah, Adams got it. He had it first. Yeah, $45 million deal.
Yeah, $45 million.
Years. But how much of that is guaranteed is my question.
Well, right. So let's just say that, I'm going to make up a number here. Let's say 25 of it's guaranteed. Even then, you're potentially paying Cooper Kupp $25 million for only a year. So I'm going to guess the number is going to be smaller than that.
And by the way, remember, he's a Pacific Northwest kid.
Right.
You know what I mean? He went to school at Eastern Washington.
Right. So this is one of those moments where, when you see Joey Bosa get cut by the Chargers, you kind of think he's going to go play with his brother in San Francisco, or you think he's going to go home to Miami where his dad played. And this is Cooper Kupp going home. I mean, he is going back to what I presume was his hometown and childhood team. Going back to Seattle.
Yeah, he's from Yakima.
That's a funny name. Yakima.
Mm-hmm. Yakima.
Yeah, he's from Yakima.
How far is Yakima from Seattle? Anybody know? Anybody know the geography up there?
I don't know. I don't. I've been to Seattle a bunch of times.
Haven't been to Yakima in a while.
I haven't been to Yakima before. No. Yeah. I mean, I can quickly kind of give you a guesstimate if you give me a second.
Okay. Well, Google Map that thing.
So there's Yakima right there, small little town.
Yeah.
Actually, right in between Portland and Seattle.
Okay. All right.
But
so
towards the east.
Kind of guessing he grew up a Seahawks fan and has a chance to go home.
Yeah.
Good for him.
And probably a Blazers fan when he was growing up, if he was a basketball kid.
Yeah, I guess, because let's see, what year did Oklahoma City become Oklahoma City and leave Seattle?
Oh, yeah, way long time ago now.
Yeah.
Well before Cooper Kupp was. Yeah.
Hey, look, I'll just say this. I loved Cooper Kupp. I think he's an all-time legendary L.A. Ram.
No question,
okay?
Absolutely.
But he's got that ring, and it is all business. And I think that the Rams have upgraded on talent with Davante Adams. You just got to keep Davante Adams happy, because we all saw what happens to him when he becomes unhappy, because we all got to see the show Receiver and see what happens when he was a Raider. Well, not everybody except you watched, because it was NFL propaganda that you didn't like.
Well, less propaganda, though, were receivers than it was the quarterbacks, for sure.
Mm-hmm. I liked them both. Hey, Cooper Kupp, you know what, man? Congratulations. Keep making that money, dude. Go home, play for your hometown team. Help a Sam Darnold. Help an Njigba. But how do I say his name? Did I say it right?
Jackson Smith and Njigba.
Yes, help him. Be that veteran presence that a team needs. Help out a Sam Darnold, because he's going to need it also. I mean, yes, he had a great year, but you need a veteran player at that position. And by the way, maybe he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. Maybe it wasn't just going home. Maybe it was staying in the division. I want a piece of the Rams after what they did to me.
You want a piece?
I don't necessarily need a piece. I'd like a piece of that pizza you got earlier today. That's what I'd like.
But yeah, I am genuinely curious to see what he has left, because I don't. If I were a betting man, that $45 million is At best, 50% guaranteed.
Right, but at 50% guaranteed, that's unbelievable for him. Think about that. If he was going to make nearly $30 million this year from the Rams, and the Seahawks
22.5 guaranteed, right?
Okay, so right on.
Half.
So half. So if they gave him $22.5 million guaranteed, he's playing essentially this season for $22.5 million because they could theoretically cut him next year if he
correct.
If he's not well, if he doesn't perform, if he's not productive, etc. So for Cooper Kupp, it's like, hey, I get to go home and I'm still getting paid. Good for him, man.
Yeah, no, happy for him. I just think the Rams made the right move.
Oh, you are not going to get an argument out of me. I mean, listen, I love the guy, total professional. When he wasn't productive through catching the ball and scoring touchdowns, he gave everything of himself to block and help a team win. I love Cooper Kupp, ultimate professional player. But this is the NFL, which we all know what it stands for. Not for long, Jack. That's
no
right.
fun league.
The no fun league. Right? Ain't no fun when you're getting cut.
Yeah. All right, Cappy, let's get into the Lakers. There's also an interesting Matthew Stafford story because he went on with the Kelsey brothers the other day, it looks like. So let's get into all that. Lakers, Matthew Stafford, more Ram stuff. Cooper Kupp goes to Seattle. But first, imagine you're in an Uber or Lyft, sitting back, relaxing, chilling, and then bam, you're in a wreck. Yep. First thing you got to do, call Jacob, 844-24-JACOB, 844-24-JACOB. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew at 710 sent you. But here's the thing. This isn't your typical accent. When you're in a rideshare, whole different game. Your driver's covered by Uber or Lyft, so not only are you having to deal with the other person's insurance, but now you're juggling the rideshare company's insurance too. That's a lot for anyone to handle, and that's why you need an expert. And that's why you call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB, 844-24-JACOB. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew at 710 sent you. My guy Jacob, he's been handling Uber and Lyft cases for years before anyone else thought about this stuff. Jacob knows the ins and outs of rideshare accidents and will fight for the compensation that you deserve. So if you've been injured in a rideshare accident, don't waste any time. Call Jacob right now. Call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Visit him online at calljacob.com. And if you or a loved one, by the way, have been impacted in the recent wildfires, Jacob already has filed lawsuits against those responsible. Call Jacob for a free case evaluation or to help review your insurance policy and claims. Guys, call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB, and together we are LA Strong.
Travis Rodgers and DeMarco Farr.
Back Monday at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
How do you say jerk in Slovenian?
I'm Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons.
And we want to buy your house.
With over 30 years in the business and more than 20,000 real estate transactions, Seller's Advantage offers a much better buying experience.
We don't charge agent fees, you pay no commissions, and you make no repairs. Seller's Advantage will show you a no obligation as-is cash offer and can close in just a few days.
Just check out our Google reviews and see for yourself.
Call Seller's Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
I think the only one I'd have a shot in is if you yelled at me in French, Slovenian, Japanese, Chinese, whatever it is, like Korean, I'd be like, I got no shot at all.
I know.
Korean, I would know.
Yeah.
Weekday mornings at 9 a.m.
It's Travis and DeMarco
on 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Cap. Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. Not with Seller's Advantage. You can skip the agents, commissions, and costly repairs. By the time you pay for repairs and agent fees, you could have already sold your home for a fair, competitive price without the worry of the deal falling through. Here's what Chris Chavez, a real Seller's Advantage customer, had to say, and I quote, "Seller's Advantage was definitely the best company I've worked with. They offered me more than I expected, and the whole process was great. They were helpful, always answered the phone, and willing to help. I can't say enough about the experience. Much better than going through a realtor," end quote. Thank you, Chris. Get your free, no-obligation cash offer today. Call Seller's Advantage at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-397-2747, or visit sellersadvantage.com.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
This is Sedano and Cap on 710.
Yeah.
Sedano and Cap continues.
Nah, really?
Right now.
Nope. Well, what happened? You started to sing.
I did. Then I remembered. Nah. No. No, sir.
1998. Getting jiggy with it. Number one hit in America.
You have no idea how hard it is for me.
I know. Very
You know you're bobbing your head to this.
I know, and I loved Will Smith. I loved him. I did. I loved him. I loved the Fresh Prince. I loved the old school. You know, I love to get jiggy with it. You know, I do. I loved Will Smith, but I have a hard time forgiving. I definitely cannot forget, and I will always be on Team Chris Rock. I will tell you that right now. So my boycott continues, even though I was this close to going, oh yeah, yeah, I was about to do it too. And then for everybody in our live YouTube chat that is criticizing my dance moves and thinks that I'm having like some sort of a seizure, I'm not. Okay? These are my moves. And they're pretty damn good. You know it. You know it's true. Girl, you know it's true.
You tell him, Cap. You do you.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. These are my moves. Thank you, Lindsay Baseball, for the support.
What kind of moves are we going to have tonight with the Lakers? No Luka. I mean, it's basically Austin. What is Austin Reeves' like daily fantasy?
I'll find out.
More or less number today. Like I can't even imagine what it may be. What does Prize Picks have Austin Reeves at today?
Stand by. I will have that
I'm
information.
genuinely curious to see because he may be the only guy. Now, remember the last time it was just Austin Reeves, no Luka LeBron. He went for like 45, 7, and 7. Mm-hmm. Now, granted, that was against Indiana, who's pretty good, but not as good as Denver.
All right, take a listen to some of these numbers on Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
18.5 field goals attempted.
Yeah.
That's
easy.
That might be more.
Yeah.
25.5 points tonight.
Yeah, I would go more there too.
37.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
Yeah, I would go there more too.
The issue is I wonder if Denver looks at the Lakers tonight and they go, look, they cannot possibly beat us. There's no chance on planet Earth.
No, there is a chance on planet Earth, Cappy. We've seen plenty of these things happen in the NBA. Like it's 1 of 82.
Well, what I'm saying is that if I'm Denver and I know that I want a piece of these Lakers for what happened last time we saw them, and, you know, the defensive scheme that JJ came up with and the post-game locker room, you got to believe speech that he gave. If I'm Denver, I want to take care of some business tonight. But wait a second. I wanted to take care of business against LeBron, Luka, Jackson Hayes, Rui. I wanted their best. Nobody. Nothing. Zippo. This is a sacrificial lamb game for the Lakers. Yeah. They are sacrificing Austin Reeves tonight.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to play.
Well, I'm going to make a piece of commentary.
You're saying you would sit Austin too?
No, I'm not saying that. Because he actually hasn't played well, really, since he's come back from injury, you know? So I'd like to play Austin and just keep him going and say, okay, man, do what you can do. I mean, we all know the situation. We know we don't have an NBA club with us tonight. We got a G League team with us tonight. So just go out there and do what you can do. But let me make a piece of commentary, George. Are you ready for this?
Go ahead.
I want to speak to LeBron. LeBron. Tonight is Bronny's night. I want to speak to LeBron as a father. Not as a basketball player, as a father. Tonight is Bronny's night. But unfortunately, George, I can't find Bronny on Prize Picks.
Sorry, buddy.
I know. Any chance Bronny gets some run tonight? What do you think?
Yeah, possible.
I mean, they need bodies.
I don't know. Is he in the G League? I mean, the other night he was in the G League, so he wasn't with the team.
I mean, I really don't know.
Doesn't it usually say on the injury report?
It will say.
It will
Who's in
say,
the G
yeah.
League, yes.
I didn't see it on it today.
Okay, then he's available.
Are you telling me, I just want to make sure I'm clear on this. There's no LeBron, there's no Luka, there's no Rui, there's no Jackson Hayes. So just off the top of my head, that's 4 guys who are starters who are not starting. And check me on this. Dorian Finney-Smith tonight? Yes or no? Good or not?
I don't believe so.
He's doubtful.
Doubtful. Okay. Jared Vanderbilt playing tonight?
He's not on the injury report.
He's available, yes.
Okay. So what we might be looking
Dave
at.
Vincent is doubtful as well.
Oh, yeah, that's
Vincent,
right.
please. Come on, man. So what we're looking at tonight
you're
is
just
this.
like the guy needs to just play through an injury just for you?
Not really for me. How about for everybody else? But whatever. So let's. What do you think the starting lineup tonight should be, George?
I mean,
Austin Reeves is one guy. There's one. You got that one, okay? Austin Reeves. Who else? Jared Vanderbilt. Give Vando.
yeah, Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, you probably like
Dalton Connect. You start Connect.
Dalton Connect.
Yeah. How about Jordan Goodwin? Jordan Goodwin tonight?
Is he if he's available? Yeah, because he's also been a little dinged up recently.
He's not on the injury report.
He's not on the injury report. Okay.
Okay. Jordan Goodwin.
Yeah. So that's Austin Reeves, Dalton Connect, probably Jordan Goodwin, Vando, and I'm guessing Alex Len or Trey Jemison.
Oh God.
Alex Len, brother, please, man. Hey, listen,
Christian
Alex
Coloco. You know,
yeah, Alex Len.
somebody's going to play center.
I mean, they put a ball to him last night that was a perfect pass, and I mean right under the basket. Bro, you're 7 feet tall. Dunk the freaking ball, okay? And he got it swatted.
Wait, Shake Milton's on the team still, right? So
Yeah, Shake Milton. How about this? Can somebody find Cam Reddish? Can there be a Cam Reddish sighting anywhere?
Is Cam not? He was hurt recently?
He's been on the bench.
No, he's
in uniform.
In uniform, yeah.
Yeah, he's
okay,
a DNP.
So he's available. I could see him play. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, listen.
I mean, I don't know. You want me to text JJ? Hey, are you going to start tonight?
Yes. Yes, I do. I do. I implore you.
You want just to text go, hey, JJ, who's your 5 tonight?
No, don't do that. Because
Trudell is going to jump on from the arena in
Trudell will know
next segment, so he should know.
Okay, great. Yeah, don't say, hey, JJ, who's going to start tonight. Be it like this. Yo, Jay. See, like when you say it like that,
no,
it sounds super friendly.
Nobody calls him Jay.
Yo, Jay. Who's starting tonight, yo?
No, nobody calls him Jay.
Yo, Jay.
You don't
Come
think
on,
so, huh?
Come
no, trust me when I tell you nobody calls him Jay.
Why? I have
one of my
closest friends.
Jay.
One of my closest friends is named JJ, and we abbreviate JJ to J all the time.
Why would you need to abbreviate JJ to J if it's JJ?
Because when you have a name, no matter what it is, oftentimes you abbreviate or you nickname the name. Even when a nickname's a nickname, you nickname the nickname. You understand?
No, that's ridiculous.
No, that's true.
No.
Oh, listen, Perk, don't even get me started. We call you
Thank
Perk,
you,
Perk.
But his name is Kendrick Perkins.
Yeah, but sometimes I call him Perkalicious because sometimes I just
No,
want to,
you don't.
I do indeed.
You don't. I've never
I do
heard
all
that.
the time.
You've never
all
called
the
him
time.
Perkalicious in your life.
I've just never called him Perkalicious
Come
to
on,
him.
Cap. Don't do it to me.
Come on, Perkalicious.
Y'all not feeling that, huh?
Oh, I'm feeling it.
I'm not.
I am.
Yeah.
In a big way.
Do you know what JJ's real name is?
John Jacob?
Jingleheimer
you're
Schmidt.
close.
His name is my name, too.
Jonathan Clay Reddick.
Jonathan Clay.
I believe he's a junior, so that's where
Oh.
the second J comes from.
Got it. Jonathan Clayton.
Yeah.
Or
No, Clay.
See, I nicknamed Clay. Only this time I extended it
I was
rather
gonna
than
say,
shortened
you
it.
did the opposite.
Right? You
of a
see that,
nickname.
George?
Oh, for the love of God.
Gee, George, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah. All right. No, it's not. By the way, what's on tap today on 710? Thanks to Michelob Ultra. Lakers taking on Denver. We have no idea who's going to play today. Coverage begins at 5. Tip off at 6:30. You can hear it all afternoon right here on 710 ESPN or in crystal clear digital audio on the new ESPN LA app. Michelob Ultra, 2.6 carbs, 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. All right. Matthew Stafford went on the Kelsey's podcast and dropped some interesting information, I thought, about his potential Rams tenure here moving forward. So we'll get into that. On the other side, Trudell's going to stop by at some point as well. 710 ESPN.
This is LAFC manager Steve Cherundolo.
A familiar face returns to BMO Stadium tomorrow. LAFC welcome Austin FC and former LAFC captain Ilie Sanchez to downtown LA.
Go LAFC!
It's a Western Conference Clash. The black and gold versus the verde. Pregame starts tomorrow at noon.
Jump for LA Football Club, Olay! Olay!
It's LAFC Season 8 in the heart of LA on 710 ESPN.
And the ESPN LA app.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Hey, it's Mace. Want a new game to get excited about? Check out Chumba Casino, your favorite online social casino. It's free to play, no strings attached. Enjoy social casino games like bingo, slingo, and slots and more with new releases every week, whether you're at home or on the go. Play for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. Get started today at ChumbaCasino.com.
Available only to players in the U.S., excluding Washington, Michigan, Montana, Connecticut, and Nevada, and Canada, excluding Quebec. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, millions of men experience ED, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. At HIMSS, our own board-certified urologist, Dr. Peter Stahl, knows this better than anyone, and he knows that HIMSS can help.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, Senior Vice President of Men's Sexual Health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS.
Through HIMSS.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs. Options at up to 95% less than the brand names when you get started at hims.com/joy. To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% less than brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap for your afternoon right now on 710 ESPN.
It's time for what you need to know.
Let's do it. What you need to know right now.
What you need to know is brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. It's the 90 minutes from wherever you are. Take it away, Linz.
Thanks, Sedano. All right, guys, so just 2 years after its supposed third and final season, Apple TV Plus has confirmed that Ted Lasso is coming back for season 4.
And so did, speaking of the Kelsey Brother podcast that we're going to talk about with Stafford, so was Sudeikis was on that podcast too and confirmed it. And actually said that it's going to be, Ted is coming back to the UK and he's going to coach a women's team this time.
Oh, really?
The U.S., I thought, you mean, right?
No, it's. I thought I read where the show's going to start back in Kansas City where he is, and he's going to go back to the UK.
Yeah.
So he's not going to come to the U.S. and coach a women's team here. He's going to go to the UK and coach a women's team there.
I'm guessing that AFC Richmond probably had a women's team that they were starting because there's Premier League women's team too. So I'm guessing the owner, the actress who plays the owner of the team, is probably also adding a women's team, so then he comes back to work for them there, is my guess.
I heard Mace talking about it, and I'm not familiar, and I heard him saying that they're going to start back in KC, but then... Yeah.
All right, quick question here, just for those of us that don't know this or don't remember.
Because they probably have to convince Ted to come back to the UK.
When did Ted Lasso season 3 go off? Like, when did that end? Call it. Let's just say like a year, right? Let's just.
When did it 2023.
Okay, 2023.
So it's been a couple years.
Okay, so 2023.
But they're still writing season 4 now.
Okay, right, but that's what I'm getting at. So by the time they go into production, and by the time it goes to, you said it's Apple
it's probably
TV,
not going
right?
to be 26, maybe at the very least.
That's a long time off. It's a long time off.
Curb Your Enthusiasm did it a bunch of times.
I'm trying to remember. Curb Your Enthusiasm, they kind of said they were done, but then they came back. I don't remember how many years after
they've done
it
it
was.
a number of times.
Did they? I didn't know that. I only knew about the one time. Okay, just a side note to this conversation, because it seems like people are very excited about Ted Lasso coming back for season 4. Is anybody here deeply involved in a relationship with any series? Not documentaries, not a one-time deal. Any series currently?
I am with Severance and White Lotus.
Okay, Severance and White Lotus. I've heard good
By
things
the way,
about Severance.
just an FYI, Curb Your Enthusiasm Season 6 was in 2007. Season 7 was in 2009.
Okay.
Season 8 was also 2 years later, 11. They took a 6-year hiatus
I was
between
gonna say, it was
8
a
and
long
9.
time.
Yeah, that was the one I
A
knew.
3-year hiatus between 17 and 20 for Season 10. And then they did 1 and then another 3. So, yeah,
Wow.
Curb Your Enthusiasm took a bunch of time off in between.
And I guess also like Game of Thrones takes a long time or did take a long time. House of the Dragon does too. So, Lindsay, real quick, before is Trudell coming on?
Yes.
Okay, real quick. You are into White Lotus and into Severance. George, are you into any series right now?
I'm actually watching a one of those Netflix. I'm not watching Receiver, Cappy. Sorry, but I'm watching Breakpoint, not Point Break, which is also, I guess, like a series now, which is the old Keanu Reeves movie. But Breakpoint, which is the
Swayze.
tennis, kind of the tennis version of
Oh.
Receivers.
Oh.
And I'll tell you this,
Yeah.
it's really intense.
Oh, I've heard.
It's way more intense than anything the NFL did.
I've heard it's good. I've heard it's really
Yeah.
good. Here's 3 series. I can't believe I'm about to tell everybody this, but I'm watching 3 series at the same time, and here's why. Because the series don't drop the full series. So when you know how like they stagger it every week, the only way for me to like go from week to week is to watch other series at the same time. Reacher, unbelievable. Season 3, episode 5, unbelievable. White Lotus, I'm through 3 episodes of White Lotus, and here's one that I haven't heard people talking about, George, but this one's a good one. Have you heard of House of David on Amazon Prime?
I've heard of it, but I have never seen it.
House of David, let me think of how to describe this
Never
to you.
even heard of that one.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay, you got to check it out. House of David is kind of like, I'm trying to think of how best to describe this. Jeez, man, I'm not even coming up with it. It's a biblical tale, essentially, about David versus Goliath.
I'm good on that.
No, like I was also not really like sold on this at all, but it's amazing. So far, I think I'm 3 or 4 episodes in to House of David. All right, let me say hello. Let me say hello to Mateo. Let me say hi. Mateo, hi. It's Uncle Cappy here. Hi, Mateo. Hey, Mateo, it's Uncle Cappy. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Hey, are you ready for some Little League this weekend?
Got baseball tomorrow?
Yes.
You ready to hit some more big home runs?
You ready to hit more home runs?
Yes.
Okay.
How many did you hit yesterday at practice? Do you remember?
How many?
On the field. And then
How many did you hit? Do you remember?
20,000.
Not 20,000.
20,000 is the number. That's the right number.
That would have been a record.
That is the right number.
29.
29.
29's also pretty good. 29's good.
It was
11
4.
is good.
It was not
11 is good.
11 sounds
You hit
right.
4.
You hit 4 home runs?
4 home runs.
That's okay to exaggerate. Uncle Cappy does it all the time.
That's right. That's where he learns it from. That's right.
Saw when we were practicing
Yesterday?
so
Oh,
yeah.
All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, I got to go back to the show, okay?
Okay.
All right.
You tell him, Mateo. Okay.
Sound like Little John there.
Okay. Sounded
Little
kind of
Mateo.
like Adam Sandler there, you know?
Little
George,
John.
George, do you want me to get Justin, who's 24, in the other room? Do you want me to get him to come sit on my lap a little bit? You know, we can just talk about like
Ask
Mateo,
him how many home runs he hit today.
George, Mateo's in Little League, and Justin starts a new job on Monday.
There you know, it's kind of the same thing.
Right. So it's kind of the same deal. You know, Justin's going to work for Upper Deck. Have you ever heard of Upper Deck,
Yeah,
the card company?
baseball card company, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So he's going to work for them
Are
on
they
Monday.
down in SD?
They are in Carlsbad. So
Oh,
North
so close
SD.
enough.
Yes, very North SD. That's right. So, you know, Little League starting jobs. That's the difference in the show. You know,
Yeah.
you're caught up in Little League. I wish I was still coaching Little League. I wish I was going to the Little League fields every weekend. God,
I
miss
did.
it.
I hit grounders for like an hour yesterday.
I love that. I do. I drive by the Little League fields where my kid played, and I just look at these kids out there, and I'm like, God, I wish I was coaching Little League. And one day, when I actually have the time, I think I'm gonna go back to coaching Little League.
Someday soon, you could be the grandpa coaching Little League, Cappy.
Oh, that's a
Okay,
good point.
time out one
That's a
second.
good-
I got
look
you.
at these kids. Look at these kids
We
all
should go
over.
outside
I hope
for
you
a
guys are
second.
watching on YouTube right now. Look at him. Mateo's going to take him down. That's for sure.
Go.
Mateo's taking this guy down.
You're just slow?
You
How
know?
about I speed you up? Go.
Yeah, speed him up. Let's see what he got. Let's see how he runs the bases. That little rascal.
All right, go. You're
Yeah,
good.
go ahead. Go ahead. Go. Dad's working. Dad's working over here.
Bye. See you guys.
George, you know that people in our live YouTube chat have declared that they think you look like the actor Rick Moranis. Do you know who Rick Moranis is?
Yeah, because of the glasses?
Yep. And Dead Meow, your favorite, he wants me to ask you. I won't do this, but he wants me to ask you.
I'm a
but I
lot
won't,
thinner than Rick Moranis, though.
Okay. I won't do it, but Dead Meow wants to ask you if you shrunk the kids. And I just saw the kids. They look normal size to me.
I would love to shrink the kids.
Yeah. No, they look normal size to me. So, all right, very
the
good.
dog was also in here, but I don't know what happened to him.
Oh, really? The dog is in, like, you call Mateo your dog, or you mean like Benny. the dog?
No, Benny.
Benny
was
dog.
crying and whining earlier.
Oh, really?
And George was like, "What do you want, little buddy? What do you want?" And he just wouldn't tell him what he wanted.
Yeah, wouldn't say anything.
Why don't you get him one of those CBD treats?
No.
Why not?
He's too young for CBD.
Well, hook up Mateo.
Definitely too young, Cappy.
All right.
So anyway, we're not.
Where
Are
were
we
we?
going to do this
Matthew
Stafford
Stafford.
thing or no?
Yes,
Okay.
Matthew
And
By the
Stafford.
way,
what
Harrison
happened?
Fagan.
Yeah.
Love
Love Harrison
covers
Fagan.
the Lakers.
Yeah.
Has a
Good
funny
guy.
tweet. Lakers starting lineup tonight: Austin Reeves, J.J. Redick, Bronny James, Alex Len, Mike Trudeau.
When is Trudeau coming by?
He has to walk up to the. He was down at courtside, and he has to walk up to the broadcast booth. Which,
Okay.
he's not happy about that, but
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What, is he going to be out of breath for the next half hour?
must be.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Get the
So,
kid some
Cappy,
oxygen.
let's talk about Matthew Stafford. So,
All right, go ahead.
he was on the Kelsey podcast
Mm-hmm.
because we've wasted 9 minutes of precious telecommunication here already.
I don't
in
think
this
so at
segment.
all. We've talked about TV series that we're watching. We also had a chance to enjoy your children. I don't think this was a waste at all. In fact, this is one of my favorite segments of the week.
Yeah. All right. Well, I believe we have wasted precious telecommunication. So let's get to what people would like to hear.
Okay.
Which
You want me to
is
talk more
Matthew
about
Stafford.
House of David? Oh,
Yes.
my bad.
Yeah. House of David. Anyway. That laugh is really good. All right. Matthew Stafford was on with the Kelsey brothers, was asked about his upcoming deal with the Rams, his future with the Rams. Here's what he said.
You finally got
Yes.
the elephant out of the room of the offseason, I guess.
Yes, that was a little nerve-wracking there for a little bit, just trying to figure out what was going to go down, but happy to be back wearing, Rams colors, playing at SoFi, doing the thing.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
What was ultimately the deciding factor to come back and re-sign with LA?
I think it was kind of a joint process, right? Like, it wasn't just, I wasn't a free agent. I still had 2 years left on my deal, and we kind of worked something out last year, at the 11th hour to kind of figure it out right before training camp with the understanding that, okay, we're going to come back and readdress this if I want to play again the next year. Obviously, there was some trade rumors and some things like that. A little bit tough on your family just because you don't really know what's going to be next. I think in the end, I know that they wanted me back. I wanted to be back. We just had to kind of figure that out and get to that point. We did. Sure as hell happy that, I'm going to be here for at least another year and hopefully some after that.
Mm-hmm. If they want real answers, they should talk to his wife. Seriously.
What did you take from what he said, though?
Here's what I take away from what he said. He said, look, they wanted me back. I wanted them back, but we had to do a little bit of a dance. So what is that dance, George? Let me tell you what that dance is. That dance is, hey, you know what? I'd really like to get out and do a little bit of skiing. I don't want to do anything hardcore. I don't want to do any triple black diamonds. I can't take the chance of getting hurt. Just a little something. And then you call Tom Brady and you go, hey, you going to be in Montana? Oh, me too. Good. Let's get together. And then help me out. Do me a favor. Help me out because you'll get the Rams to get a little jumpy, and then they'll hurry up and they'll give me what I want, which is my money. I mean, that's what I took away from it. What did you take away from it?
Right. I took away the part where he said, at least a year, and we'll see from there, basically. Like that, there is no – it doesn't seem like there's a huge guarantee beyond this year that maybe there is an option for next year, but it's not like some slam dunk per se.
No, but I think one thing that he said that I'm not sure I knew the detail of, which is he goes, it's not like I was a free agent. I still had 2 years left on my contract. And what he said was, and this is an interpretation, it's not exactly what he said, but take it for what it's worth. He said, I held him hostage last year, and we got the thing done right before training camp. And then I decided I was going to do it all over again. And I like to do these 1-year deals where I can just keep getting more and more guaranteed money.
Right, but is he really? I think he'd much rather have the long-term security. I don't think he's holding them hostage. If anything, I think they took control of this situation.
Well, I mean,
and they said to him, go shop, and if you've got a better deal, let's circle back.
Okay. Well, I mean, he had 2 years remaining on his deal.
See, I completely interpreted this completely differently than you. I mean, I also remember how it all went down as opposed to you that just seems to have forgotten that part of the equation.
Which part did I forget?
When they said, hey, bro, yeah, look, this is kind of what we're thinking.
Yeah.
It may not be what you're thinking, but go shop and see what's out there and then come back to us.
You're right. I didn't mention that, although I did remember that. But I will just say this. That's what they did. They said, hey, look, we want you back. You want to be back.
We want you back at our number.
Right. And so you go out and you decide, you want to go play for the Giants for more money? Go ahead. They're going to give you your money, and they're going to give us what we want in return. Would you like to do that? We didn't think so. Oh, you're interested in going to play for Tom Brady and the Raiders. Well, let me ask you something. Do you think that you joining the Raiders makes them a Super Bowl contender? Oh, okay. Well, good. So you tested the market, you found out what was out there, and you found out that bad teams want a good quarterback. Guess what? Be a good quarterback on a good team for this amount of money. Done. That's negotiating,
Lindsay,
George.
Lindsay, is this McVay quote you have here, is there sound or is it just the quote?
No, that's just the quote.
All right, how about you read the quote to us then? Or, Cappy, do you want to read it and do your best Sean McVay?
Please, Cappy.
Let's see. Well, hey, we've taken a year at a time. He's earned the right.
Wait. That's way too
Gruden. That's Gruden.
That's way too Gruden.
They're the same guy.
No. What you're
they're the
doing
same
there
guy.
is you're doing raspy Gruden is what you're doing there.
Just do raspy regular.
Well, I'm going to tell you guys right now. I'm going to commit to getting a McVay impression going because you're right. I admit it. It is a cheap ripoff of a Gruden impression.
Not really.
Yes, really, Coach. Yes. I'm committed to working on a McVay this year. But
Okay,
all I
then
got
just start now.
All I got in my
Workshop
bag
it.
is I've got a Gruden,
Okay, but don't go Gruden. Just
Well,
go
it's hard.
raspy.
It's very hard. They're very close.
Just go raspy.
Well, we've taken a year at a time, George.
That's
not
much
bad.
better. Yeah, that's way
not
better.
bad.
Way better.
That is not bad.
I'm workshopping it live on the air right now.
All right,
know?
so start again. Get that first sentence in again.
Well, we've taken it a year at a time, George.
No, you went back to Gruden there.
I did with the time.
Yeah, I mean, and the George was like you nailed the way
Right.
he says
I-
George when
I
he comes
did.
on the show.
I did indeed.
Go one more
Yep.
time, Cappy.
He's earned the right to be able to say, hey, I think I could play for a few more years if that's what I want, George.
No.
No.
Here's for reference.
I appreciate you buttering me up, George.
I appreciate you buttering me up, George.
That was good.
Pretty good.
That was better.
Pretty good. I'm going to get there. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to go to work on it.
All right, so I'll just tell you what McVay said. We've taken it a year at a time. He's earned the right to be able to say, hey, I think I could play for a few more years if that's what I want. We've always had a great dialogue, and I think it's really kind of been a year-to-year thing. He's obviously under contract for 2 more years with us, but as long as he wants to play, I know we're feeling really good about that.
Let me tell you something right now. That is the worst Sean McVay impression I've ever heard.
I wasn't doing a Sean McVay.
That was horrible. Come
But
on, man.
if you just did the first sentence, we've taken it a year at a time, George. The way you nailed that one the second time.
I'm going to work on it. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to work on it.
Yeah, so we got more stuff. We got Devontae Adams talking about McVay. The Seahawks have signed Cooper Kupp.
The Lakers have nobody to play tonight.
Lakers have nobody. Mike Trudell may start for them today. He's going to join us at some point from Denver.
How about Michael Thompson? Maybe Michael Thompson should play tonight.
He's got no time. I think I got 2 busted hips. What are you talking about? But we've got that, and we've got Aaron Rodgers news, Cappy.
Oh, I want to hear this.
I mean, this is just insane. All right, we'll get to that. Stick around, 710 ESPN.
All right, let me talk about real father's rights. And, George, I said this to you earlier. Happy anniversary to you, to your wife, to your wonderful family. 14 years, fantastic. I made it to 17 years. I hope you guys make it to 18. I hope you guys make it to infinity. But if, for some reason, it doesn't work out for you guys, I will introduce you to Mark Real and Real Father's Rights. Now, they have a dedicated phone number just for ESPN 710 listeners. It's 833-ESPN 710, 833-ESPN 710. And they've also got a dedicated website just for our listeners. It's rfr710.com, like Real Father's Rights, rfr710.com. You can be in L.A., Orange County, the IE, San Diego, anywhere in Southern California. Real Father's Rights and Mark Real, he can help. And I'll tell you this right now. If you're a dad and you are feeling like you are not active in your child's life because you went to court and the judge, and they often do, unfairly favors the female in child custody cases, we are here to help. We are Real Father's Rights, fighting for dads and scoring for kids, getting you the justice and the happiness that you deserve, whether it's child custody, child support, divorce, domestic violence, God forbid, restraining order, major pain in the ass. We can help. Real Father's Rights, 833-ESPN 710, Real Father's Rights, RFR710.com.
I showed up at the hospital and was told I couldn't see my children. Then I showed up in court and was told they may not be mine. Then I was accused of anything and everything. Sexual assault, domestic violence, substance abuse, you name it, I heard it. I was forced to go long periods of time without seeing my children. That experience of being wrongfully treated ignited something in me. I can look at a father and honestly tell him, I know how he is feeling. I've been there. At Real Fathers' Rights, we care about your family, your livelihood, and your future.
Here in California, we are all about choosing chill. From hitting the beach to the best hiking trails to going all out to support our teams. One thing really all ties it together, and that's enjoying it all with good friends and a cold Coors Light. Pick up Coors Light near you or get it delivered to your door today. Visit CHCHoosChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Our steamed vegetables and signature salads are made fresh for you. Our sauces are more flavorful for you, from sweet and spicy to fiery hot. Download the Waba Rewards app or order online at wabagrill.com. Waba Grill, it's for you.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Sedano and Cap for your afternoon drive.
I feel like your fat is less visceral.
Oh, really?
The LA Afternoon Takeover rolls on right now.
I can't remember the name of this group. Don't tell me. I want a hint.
Oh, I know it.
I want a hint. I just remember this video because the guy who's the lead singer has like that Eddie Munster haircut thing. That like thing that like that cow's lick. Is that what it's called? A cow's.
It's called a widow's peak.
Yes, that's what I meant. Cow's widow's peak. A
You're
widow's.
talking about a cowlick, which is like in the back of your hair.
Oh, right. And then a widow's peak, like is like a little pointy thing in the front of your head, right?
Like Eddie Munster, yes.
Right, Eddie Munster. Right. And now the band. Give me a hint.
It's a long band name.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to deal with a bully situation.
A bully situation? What's the hold on, time out. What's the bully situation? Uncle Cappy got to come up here and kick some ass?
Just some boy being a boy.
You know what? Let me tell you something about bullies. And I'm going to tell you this right now.
Yeah.
There's nothing worse. See, the thing is that people are like, well, I don't want my kid to be bullied. Yeah, but you also don't want your kid to be the bully. You know? Because it's bad. You know, something's wrong with that
really
kid.
Not. I wouldn't even call it bullying. That's what she called it. It's just a kid being a pain in the ass.
Is it? Are we talking about cyberbullying or? Okay, because cyberbullying's another deal. You know,
just kid. I actually you know, it's one of the kids just being mouthy, and that's all it is. And I just told her just ignore him.
You know what I told my nephew? I said, hurt people, hurt people.
Aww.
Remember that next time somebody bullies you. Have sympathy for them.
Yeah, it's not even bullying. It's just he's being a 10-year-old, 11-year-old kid. That's all it is.
Okay.
Say he's probably teasing you because he likes you.
Usually that was the case at that age, I feel like. Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you need somebody to kick some ass, I got DeAndre with me.
That's right.
I don't think DeAndre's. No one needs to deal with a 10-year-old. I'm sure that they've already spoken to the teacher. Everything's cool. The kid apologized. We're fine.
All right, because me and DeAndre will show up, and I'll have DeAndre scare the hell out of this kid.
You damn right.
You don't have to do any of that. The kid already apologized. It's all good.
Well, if there's problems with the
was just
parents, you
giving
let me know.
She was just giving me the download.
All right, because if there's problems with the parents, that's usually where
No,
it starts.
parents, I don't even know the parents. And they
Me and
haven't been
DeAndre will go there and kick ass there, too, if we have to.
Yeah.
Come on now.
We're good.
You know the way we get down.
No, I actually don't, but okay,
Yeah.
thanks.
Well, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Anyway, Cappy.
Yo.
Is Trudell there?
Yes, Trudell's there.
Michael, this is interesting because we were about to talk about Aaron Rodgers to the Vikings, and you popped up here. So, as the resident Vikings fan, how do you feel about such a situation?
Terrible. No, I can't do it.
No?
I can't do it. There's no player that I would rather have on my team than Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, first of all, you hate the Green Bay Packers. Let's start with that
Packers.
part of the equation, right? Like, he's also washed.
Now, hold on a second. Wait
Where do you want to start? He's washed. All the stuff, all of the things that come out of his mouth, the Packer, all of it.
Wait,
hate it.
but Mike,
want nothing to do with it.
But Mike, hold on. Don't you think that when you look at the history of the NFL,
no,
when a quarterback goes from the Packers to the Jets to the Vikings, doesn't it always work out great? I mean, isn't this just Brett Favre all over again?
No, Brett Favre was much better before he came to the Vikings than Aaron Rodgers was last year in the last couple of years. Now, sure, we can mount the whole argument of the Jets being just a disaster and the offensive system there and all that, and how you could put almost any quarterback in Kevin O'Connell's system and have them look good. It's like, okay, great. Then how about putting the quarterback that we traded up in the first round to take in the top 10? How about that? How about we play that guy and then spend – now, I guess I was going to say spend all the money on other players. We've already done that. So at least you don't have to pay a quarterback in this instance if it were going to be Rodgers or even if he was a backup. But I just don't see the benefit out of all of it. I think that vastly outweighs all of the downsides of Aaron Rodgers.
God, I hope Aaron Rodgers goes to the Vikings now.
Well, I don't appreciate that, Cap.
Well, listen, I don't want him to go to the Steelers.
You started this segment just kind of volunteering to do anything you could to get Sedano's back.
Yeah, no, I have your back.
And because I'm his side piece, I come on and say that I don't want Rodgers, and you immediately – that's the thing that you want to happen the most, right after I tell you how much it would hurt me.
Yeah, but no, but I'm not doing it because I want to hurt you.
Yeah, you are.
I'm doing it because I want to help my guy, Kevin O'Connell.
That's what Lindsay and DeAndre were doing last time I was on,
that's
too.
true. Cappy goes way back with Kevin O'Connell.
Right. I want good for Kevin O'Connell. I think Aaron Rodgers is a great Band-Aid until you get J.J. McCarthy ready to go.
I mean, isn't there a chance that this is all Aaron Rodgers originated and he just doesn't have many landing spots and he's throwing out the Vikings, who are a really good team, right, around it?
Allegedly, he told the
camp.
Steelers he needs a few weeks to think about it. It's like, wait, what?
Wait, he also allegedly told one of the merch companies that he needed them to send a bunch of Steeler gear to him.
Well, before I get all upset, which I already have, because I think that's why Sedano brought it up, because that's what he likes to do, likes to get me upset. I think that I need to confirm first. Maybe I should send some text messages to the Vikings people that they even have any interest other than like, well, God, I guess we take him at a vet minimum as a backup, like if at worst case scenario.
He's not signing as a backup.
He ain't no backup to no rookie.
Bye. Where is he going?
He ain't no backup
Who wants
to no
him?
rookie. Pittsburgh.
There's supposedly,
Minnesota.
reportedly an offer on the table from the Steelers and the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
And he's weighing his options.
The Giants, please. He ain't going to no Giants.
He's like anywhere but there.
Right. I have to go to a team. If I'm Aaron Rodgers, I have to go to a team where there's a realistic chance of winning. Minnesota presents that. Pittsburgh presents it less, but getting DK Metcalf helps. So there's a chance you could win in Pittsburgh. There's a good chance you could win in Minnesota. There's no chance you can win with the Giants.
But there's
Zero.
no confirmed Vikings, like real, like they're seeking this out in it. Is there?
You mean like mutual interest?
Yeah,
No,
I
like,
could
is
have
there
sworn
any-
I saw that. Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
really? Okay. All right. Well, Mike, while George does some homework, you please tell us, what's the starting lineup look like tonight for the
Oh, yeah.
Lakers?
So did you see Harrison Fagan has you and JJ both in the starting lineup today?
Well, JJ could definitely hit some shots.
Mm-hmm. You?
I could back off players and let them shoot.
Mhm.
I don't know. I think that this is just this has been a rough trip. The moment that LeBron had the injury creep up in Boston, it was going to be rough from that point on, just given that Hachimura and then Hayes also haven't come back. And so while waiting for one or both of them to come back, and then waiting on LeBron and when that's going to come back into the picture, I think you look at all of these vets that have been dealing with injuries, and that's Luka, of course, that's Gabe Vincent, that's Dorian Finney-Smith. They all have stuff that's been nagging at them. And then after this, the Lakers have 2 more back-to-backs this week. So I understand, especially a Denver team where the Lakers came in and completely dominated them, and how angry they're going to be. They're rested. They want nothing more than to blow the Lakers out. So I understand kind of trying to at least let those guys get a little bit healthier ahead of the next back-to-back, which is, of course, Sunday and Monday at Crypto.com.
Yeah, I said to George earlier today, Mike, this is a sacrifice game. And listen, by the way, even if Luka were completely healthy, I mean, he was so brilliant last night. He killed my prize picks. He was at 49.5 points, rebounds, and assists, but he blew that thing out. He was almost beat it in the first half. I love the Luka step back 3. I absolutely love that shot, but it's not enough. It's just not enough by yourself. Luka and Austin Reeves are not enough offense to win. And so you might as well sit him and give him some rest.
Yeah, Cappy, it's not even the offense. It's just that when you're missing your entire starting front court, you don't have the defense. You don't have the size, especially against a team like Milwaukee. So it's just there's no team in the NBA. I mean, maybe OKC if you took out their starting their starting front court where they could still find a way to win a game because they go 12 deep and they're all young and et cetera. I just don't know anybody that's winning against a good team when they're missing that many guys. That's just not how the
DeAndre,
NBA
I feel
works.
like Mike just called him a ball watcher. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even looking on D. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just watching the ball.
Yep.
Cappy, are you watching just the ball? You not watching D?
Nah, I don't. I just watch the ball. I'm not really a defensive guy, you know. I just watch.
You played
the ball.
special teams,
I know.
you know, in
I
your
just watch
heyday.
the ball.
So.
Right, but I'm more of an offensive threat, you know. You guys defend. DeAndre, hurry back there.
Would you say your personality's like that as well, Cappy? Or are you more just on the offense?
I'm more offensive, Michael. Yes, I think I'm considered more offensive.
I mean, because I can be, I had an older brother, right, that picked on me when I was little, so I can be a little defensive,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
See that?
So maybe that's why when you brought up Aaron Rodgers and how happy you'd be if he came to the Vikings, I got so defensive.
Right.
Yeah. You know what, Lindsay? How about this?
I feel an adjustment happening.
How about we pause on Radio Tinder for today? Because we have Mike now.
I mean, I have some good ones, but if you must.
How about Mike jumps in?
Okay.
Well, I've got
let's do that.
One more segment in me before I have to run down to get JJ.
Okay, so how about we do Radio Tinder at the end then, Lindsay? How about that?
That's a good idea.
Yeah, let's do that. So I actually have Lindsay has sent us what the issue with Aaron, situation is with Aaron and the Vikings. I do want to get into Devontae Adams, who had some interesting comments, I thought, about Sean McVay. We'll get into all that stuff as well and more on the Lakers with Mike in Denver, our intrepid reporter at Ball Arena. Next.
That's right.
All right, but before we hit this break, let me just talk to everybody here about Seller's Advantage. Here's a phone number for you, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747. Don't worry, I'll give it to you again. But here's the thing. If you are contemplating selling your house right now, ask yourself this question. Do you want to invest a whole bunch of money into a house that you're moving out of? Do you want to paint the walls? Do you want to change out the carpet? Do you want to make upgrades to a house that is only going to help sell your house, as opposed to, why am I putting money into something that I'm not going to get to enjoy? Here's a better option for you. It's Seller's Advantage. They'll walk into your house and they'll say, we'll buy the house as is, and we'll make you a very competitive cash offer. We know what the comps are in the neighborhood. We know what your neighbors sold their house for. If you are ready to sell, you don't have to change the carpet. You don't have to paint the walls. You don't have to fix anything. We'll buy it as is, and we've got all the reviews to prove how happy we have made sellers over the years. 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747. Call now for that free, that free, when I say free, I'm talking about that free, no-obligation cash offer. It's no obligation to you. You want it, you take it. You don't, you don't. SellersAdvantage.com.
It's the
I'm Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons.
And we want to buy your house.
With over 30 years in the business and more than 20,000 real estate transactions, Seller's Advantage offers a much better buying experience.
We don't charge agent fees, you pay no commissions, and you make no repairs. Seller's Advantage will show you a no obligation as-is cash offer and can close in just a few days.
Just check out our Google reviews and see for yourself.
Call Seller's Advantage today or visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Conditions apply.
It's spring in the Southland, and the season of adventure is here. So why not hit the road in a brand new Kia from Kia of Carson? Whether you want a sleek sedan, a spacious SUV, or the latest hybrid or EV, Kia of Carson has the perfect ride for you. As one of the largest Kia dealerships in the country, we have all the latest tech-savvy vehicles that make the season of adventure more exciting. And Kia of Carson makes car buying easy, fun, and unforgettable. But don't wait. Our spring sales event is happening now. Hurry in today or shop online at KiaofCarson.com. Kia of Carson. Let's get you on the road.
Hey guys, it's Cap. Here's the scenario. Your home is flooded and the damage is severe. Now it feels like your insurance company is turning on you. They won't approve a replacement living arrangement and the adjuster leaves you in the lurch. Take a breath and call Avner Gatt, one of Southern California's largest public adjuster firms. Avner Gatt knows how to fight back when your insurance company makes you feel like a criminal, leaving you with no hope of getting into your home and getting it all back together. With decades of experience and a passion for helping people, Avner and his family take the call themselves. So whether you have a toilet overflow, a broken water line, a burst supply line, a broken fire sprinkler, whatever the water damage is, you call Avner Gatt today at 818-917-5256 or you go to avnergatt.com. It's 818-917-5256 or avnergatt.com. You call, Avner answers, he says hello. Your claim is our game. avnergatt.com.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
This is Sedano and Cap on 710.
I'm a cocky son of a like there's no question about that.
Sedano and Cap continues right now.
I gotta keep it hood. Where we at, Polo?
Oh, there we go. Hey! Hey, Cappy.
Get in the club, Cappy.
Yeah.
What are you going to do when you get in there, Cappy?
Hey!
Cappy, do you know this song? Like,
No.
You know,
Is this brand new? Is this new music?
Oh, no, it's older, but Usher wants to do a specific thing in the club. And it's,
Love in this club.
It's for
Cappy.
adults.
You're all about love, Cappy.
I am. I'm a big love guy.
Well,
I'm a fan of love.
It's make love.
I love to love.
Cappy would love to make love in the club, too?
Yeah. I was jamming out to an Usher song earlier today.
Oh, my God, yeah. OMG.
Oh, my God. Yeah. This must be new Usher music, huh?
Yeah, it is. Very new. So, Michael, according to Diana Rossini, of The Athletic. The Vikings decision makers are still evaluating their options at quarterback, including the possibility of signing Aaron Rodgers. The four-time MVP is intrigued by the idea of playing in Minnesota. For now, it's a waiting game.
Yeah, this is kind of what I said. I mean, and Dan Rusini obviously does a great job. I think that's a good report. It's indicating that the Vikings are sitting around and talking about all of the potential situations. And, McCarthy missed his whole rookie season because he was injured. Mm-hmm. I don't know if he's 100% healthy yet. 100. Obviously, you're going to want to have a viable option in terms of a veteran like they had last year in Sam Darnold. And, could that – so if you put up the list and it's Daniel Jones and it's Aaron Rodgers, it's nothing great. You're not going to commit a lot of resources to it. But, sure, you have to have another veteran quarterback in the building. So, of course, you're going to have the conversation about Aaron Rodgers. I'm just trying to skip past it all, say don't do it. Go ahead with Daniel Jones, and let's focus on McCarthy and seeing what he's got, seeing if he's got it.
Let me throw one concept at you. Just one concept. You ready? I'll take Aaron Rodgers off the board for you because I know it upsets you.
Thanks, Happy.
How about the return of Kirk Cousins?
I mean, I feel like I've been through that before. So he's the other guy that has history with the franchise, and it's not that it was the worst thing ever. His ceiling is limited. That's part of the reason why we didn't pay Sam Darnold, because his ceiling is too limited to give that much money to. It's why we let Kirk Cousins go to Atlanta, and they learned the hard way that he's not worth that much. Now, if you bring him in as a caretaker quarterback on a really cheap deal, and he, I don't know what the guarantees were that he got from Atlanta and how much he leaves on the table and blah, blah. But, sure, if we can get him for cheap, then okay, great. I don't think he's a great player, but he's good. And he could be there if things went wrong with J.J. McCarthy. But I'm not excited about that either. What I'm excited about is seeing if this rookie can play, or I guess second-year guy now.
I'm not I got to be honest with you, Mike. I'm not even huge on J.J. McCarthy. You know what I mean? I didn't understand them trading up for him. I get the whole championship pedigree thing, but he had the best offensive line in football, the best running game in college football, and really
best coach at the time.
Don't screw it up. You know what I mean? Just make a few plays here and there, but don't screw it up. I'm not a big – and look, maybe they build the right situation for him and it works because he's obviously a capable quarterback. I just don't know if he's some sort of franchise savior. He's not a guy that I look at and say, holy moly, that guy can carry a team on his back, you know?
George, I think that right there was – all of that I think got dissected in full – ahead of the draft, all right, and all of the things that you said, which make total sense, Michigan and the run game and all that. I think that one thing people forget about McCarthy, and I only knew this because once we drafted him, I started to ask people from Michigan and stuff, and they're like, this was one of the best quarterbacks in the country in high school as well. A ridiculous all-around athlete, can make all the throws, cannon arm, he's fast. So he's got tools. He's not just a guy that came in there and sort of had success at Michigan because of the rest of the team and how good they were around him. So there's enough talent and pedigree there to justify his being in that conversation as a top 10 pick. Now, whether you trade up with somebody to move up a couple spots or whatever, but it wasn't like he was a shock pick. And this is supposed to be one of the guys.
I just don't. Again, look, a lot of guys at that level are good and really good in high school. You don't get to Michigan and you're not really good
the
in
best.
School.
He got recruited by Michigan, one of the best programs there,
right?
And then he got taken as a top 10 pick. He's not a scrub.
But there's a lot of guys who are great in college who don't pan out in high school that don't even pan out in college, let alone the NFL.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
There's a lot of top 10 quarterbacks that don't pan out for sure. You
Correct.
never know. But he's one of the guys that has the chance, and that's
Are you
why
getting
we need
red?
to find out.
Are you getting red right now?
Don't let him do this to you, Mike. Mike, you're getting defensive. Don't let him do this to you. Here's the bottom line. The kid did not put up crazy numbers at Michigan because they had so much talent and they didn't. That wasn't their style.
Well,
but
I just
to your
think,
point, everything happened in the aftermath before the draft.
Look, there's a lot of examples of guys who have played on national championship teams at quarterback that didn't necessarily pan out all that great in the NFL.
Yeah, but George, here's my point, and I'm not mad. We need to find out. Okay.
I'm with you. And you've got to find out while he's on a rookie contract.
I don't need to pay
yes.
somebody else a bunch of money. Well, we got to find out, and I'd rather find out sooner than later.
Right,
to
but
know
you had
if we
that
need
chance
to
last year.
Take another quarterback, or if we need to be getting back into the Sam Darnold and Kirk Cousins type conversation, which is not a fun one to be in.
All right, understood. All right, let me do this. Let me just redirect for 1 minute.
Redirect, Cappy.
Yes, Michael Trudell. So how bad could this be tonight? Or
Wait.
Let's go the opposite direction. Yes.
Before we do that,
Yeah.
before you redirect to that, can we redirect to what do we know about LeBron's injury?
We know nothing more than we knew a couple of days ago, right? I think there was there were a couple of different reports from whose report was I reading yesterday? Somebody that talked to Rich Paul that was essentially just
Pat
saying,
McAfee, I believe.
Stephen A. Smith? Was it Stephen A?
No,
was it
wasn't
Stephen
either
A?
One of those. It may have been a Wendy. I can't remember who it was, but it was just basically they talked to Rich Paul, and clearly it's not anywhere near the groin injury that he had on Christmas Day against the Warriors several years ago, and that reflects what LeBron told us after the game, where he was optimistic, he was hopeful that it wasn't that bad, and so I think that that allows for internal optimism as well. But we don't know, we don't know what the timeline is. There hasn't been the reevaluation yet. The team has just been on this road trip still. LeBron's back in LA, right? So we'll probably find out more at some point during this week, whether it's pregame or whatever, from JJ Redick. The way that I'm looking at this whole trip is, thank goodness the Lakers had won all of the games in a row up to this point to get through this rough patch, which is only based on injuries, right? Like they may even have come back and won the Celtics game if LeBron doesn't get hurt. I think they were within 4 with 4 minutes left, and that was a couple of minutes after he had scored inside. And that was a game where Missoula played Jason Tatum the first 19 minutes of the game because they were so desperate to win. So I feel like the Lakers, they have confidence that they just got to get these guys back, and then they can rip off another stretch to try and get back up into that conversation for the 2 seed at highest, right? And then hopefully no lower than the 4. And we'll just see, though, because in the meantime, George, as they've been losing some of these games, everybody else in the West has been winning. Memphis and Houston and Golden State and Minnesota. And the cushion is still there because of that big win streak they had. But, tonight's going to be a tough one. And then I think the hope is you get a couple of those guys back this next week so that you can start to go back the other way in the standings.
All right, final thought here. They had a 4-game winning streak, a 6-game winning streak, an 8-game winning streak, and that allowed them to bank enough wins to absorb what's going on right now. Last thing, real quick, and we're up against the break, but real quick, will we see Bronny tonight?
Oh, I would assume so, just based on the sheer number of players that they have available. So I would expect to see Bronny off the bench.
There you go. All right, Michael, have a great broadcast tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure talking to you guys. And I'm not as mad as you thought, George, but just a little.
A little red. Turned a little red. He got defensive, George. He's a very defensive guy.
All right.
Offensive guy versus a defensive guy.
Hey, Cappy, let's talk Prize Picks before we do a quick Radio Tinder and Dealer's Choice.
Okay.
Look, you want sports action in the state of California? Prize Picks is the place to be. All right, download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code Cappy, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 play gets you a $50 bonus. We are the #1 Prize Picks show in America here on this show, okay, Jack? And it's very simple to play, okay? You go, you look at Prize Picks, you get on the app, and you'll see a statistical line for every individual player in pretty much every sport imaginable, including darts. And for basketball, for example, there'll be points, there'll be rebounds, there'll be assists, there'll be steals, there'll be points, rebounds, and assists, like combinations. And you go more or less, you bundle some picks, and you can win some cold hard cash.
Not only are we the #1 Prize Picks radio show in all of sports talk radio all around the country, but I received an email yesterday from Prize Picks where they send them out to the entire country of everybody who's speaking on Prize Picks' behalf, and they put in examples. They're like, this is the way it's done, people. And, George, who do you suppose was in the email that they sent to the entire country? That's right, you and me, buddy. So here goes. Here goes. Here's my Prize Picks that I've made them. Here goes. I've got the Joker tonight for more than 27 points. I've got Austin Reeves tonight for more than 25.5 points. And I've got Jamal Murray tonight for more than 1.5 3-pointers made. There you go. It's a 4 times multiplier. It's a power play, $20 to an $80. So make that that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus when you download Prize Picks and you use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y.
Prize Picks, run your game.
I'm Doug Hopkins.
And I'm Damon Lyons, and we want to buy your house.
If you're considering selling your home for any reason, let Seller's Advantage show you a better way to sell your home.
With no agent fees, no commissions, no hassles, and no repairs.
Just a fair cash offer that can close in just a few days. We don't just promise more, we deliver a much better customer experience.
Check out our Google reviews and see how.
Call Seller's Advantage or visit sellersadvantage.com for free, no obligation cash offer.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Here by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Hey guys, you feel it? Days are getting longer, sun is getting warmer. Looks like our SoCal summer is right around the corner. Here in California, we are all about choosing chill. From hitting the beach to the best hiking trails to going all out to support our teams. One thing really all ties it together, and that's enjoying it all with good friends and a cold Coors Light. Pick up Coors Light near you or get it delivered to your door today. Visit CHCHoosChill.com to learn more. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
We're going to squeeze in some Radio Tinder. We're going to do a quick dealer's choice. We're taking you right up to the top of the hour as the Lakers are in Denver at Ball Arena. You just heard Mike Trudell join us there from the arena. Beto and Michael will have your pregame in just a few moments at the top of the hour. And then, of course, John and Michael will have your call of Lakers Nuggets right here in your home of the Lakers, Jack.
Ooh, that was like milliseconds.
Nice. Didn't know if you were going to get there. Good job.
Well, I definitely realized that, there's like a slight delay, so I needed to go out a little earlier than I would have, so I sped up the quickness
Nice.
of it.
Very nice. Good work out of you.
All right, let's do some Tinder real quick, and then Cappy's Dealer's Choice. Lindsay, what do you got? Go.
All right, guys. So Kendrick Lamar makes 3 guest appearances on Playboi Carti's new album, I Am Music, which dropped this morning. And one line that has Lakers fans up in arms comes on the song Good Credit, on which Kendrick seemingly either hails LA's new hero or perhaps drops a diss. So, here.
Can't be a diss.
Just listen.
The numbers is nothing, the money is nothing. I really been held my promise. Say Kenny been heavy out west, and I carry the weight. I'm Luka Doncic.
So, you get that, Cappy?
Something about carrying the weight?
I'll play it again.
The numbers is nothing, the money is nothing. I really been held my promise. Say Kenny been heavy out west, and I carry the weight. I'm Luka Doncic.
He says, Kenny been heavy out west, and I carry the weight. Man, I'm Luka Doncic. So, I want to know, do you take this as praise or diss at Luka?
I'm personally going to take it as praise. Because if you really go back and listen, he's talking about getting out west and carrying the weight. Now,
he says heavy out west.
Yeah, heavy out west. Like, he's the heavy, man. He's the big new guy.
Like, he's the heavy. Correct.
Right.
That's how I interpret it.
Yeah,
yes.
because what Kendrick is saying is that, hey, look, you're going to carry the weight. You're taking over for LeBron. And that's,
right.
by the way,
I'm carrying the burden.
Yes.
I think that's what he means by that. Yes.
George, that's instant rap analysis is what that is.
Look
I
at
haven't heard the whole song. I don't know what happens before. I don't know what happens after. That's instant rap line analysis on
How about
the
we
air
ask
live.
the young person on the show? Not you.
Isn't that me? That's not me.
Let's ask DeAndre. DeAndre, how do you feel about the line?
Same thing, man. I take it as praise as well. I mean, especially everything considering with how magnitude of the trade is about Luka Doncic coming to LA. He's praising him, man. That's all it is.
Wait, I sense from Lindsay she thinks this is a diss.
No, I think it could go either way. I asked like Graham and Parker from the social team, and they were both like, "Yeah, it could go either way." Like he's famous for those double entendres, like.
Yeah, but let me just ask one quick question. There's no.
He's calling him fat.
There's no. Well, that you could interpret it that way.
Right, that's what I said. It could go either way.
Like the weight of the franchise in the city.
Right, but he's definitely the word weight was not lost on him.
And heavy. So
right.
Does Luka have any connection to Drake?
No.
Okay, because you understand where I'm going. That
Yes.
if Luka was connected to Drake, then maybe Kendrick would be taking a diss at Luka. But because Kendrick is all L.A., he's got to be like everybody else, stoked about Luka in L.A., I think.
Yeah.
At least that's my interpretation. And
I
take it
would
from
agree.
me, a 55-year-old white guy. I know this stuff.
The internet is divided, Cappy. Yeah, I'll do one more really quick here.
Quickly.
So this one is a big deal or no deal since we don't have time for that today. Bill Belichick has reportedly taken his new relationship with Jordan Hudson to a new level. He's asked for Hudson, his 23-year-old girlfriend, to be copied on all of his social media and web content emails from UNC moving forward. Is this a big deal or no deal?
It is a big deal because it's kind of crazy because they also already have a social media department. But I guess it also tracks that he doesn't trust anyone. And he clearly trusts her. So he wants all that stuff to go through her because she understands his sensibilities, I presume. So
I'm going no deal because this is now Bill Belichick's lady. I mean, yeah, she may be 23, 24 years old, and that may disgust a lot of people. But this is his lady, number one. And number two, he feels like she has a better sense of how to work social media, certainly than he does. So you know what? I don't want to be bothered with it. Hand it off to her. You know what? I read the story at first and went, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. But it makes sense.
You do realize they have a social media team in place there.
Right, but he wants control of that too. But yet he
Right.
doesn't want to be bothered with it. That's why
Correct.
he got a 24-year-old girlfriend to handle things like this.
23.
Well, 23 is going to be 24.
Cap, you should have Rachel handle all of your emails.
Well, I mean, she handles his accounting. I mean, there's that.
She does handle all
and
the
everything
important
else
stuff.
for that matter nowadays. Yeah.
Sure
all right,
does.
that is Radio Tinder and Big Deal or No Deal. And
Both.
now it's time for Cappy's Dealer's Choice.
Well, when it comes to Dealer's Choice, it's brought to you by Seller's Advantage. If you want to sell your house before you call an agent, call Seller's Advantage. They're going to buy it with an as-is competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. George, all week long, you and I have been promoting the 710 for CHLA for Children's Hospital. And on
Correct.
Monday of this upcoming week, we will actually be doing a broadcast from Children's Hospital. Are you prepared for that?
Correct, yes.
Okay,
Why
you're
wouldn't I
sure
be
of this.
prepared for
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know if you were good, you were ready to go. I didn't know if you were in town. I don't know what your story is. But
Yeah, I'll be back from Cleveland on Sunday night.
Here's the important thing that I think you really need to take into consideration, okay? We have a listener, and this listener sent me a message on LinkedIn, and he said, hey, Cappy, I am the guy responsible for bringing the bid for dinner with you and Sedano on the CHLA auction. I had they started it at $60. He said, I thought it was disrespectful, that low of a bid, George. He said he brought it up to $500, and he's going to keep it going until he wins it. He says, unless it gets ridiculous, he says, I'm still the highest bidder, and we are having dinner, dude. Shout out to Armand on LinkedIn, who is a Sedano and Cap daily listener. And George, my man wants to have dinner with you and me at Fleming's. Thoughts, feedback, emotions, feelings. What do you say?
I love it. I love that someone is that passionate about the show, Cappy.
Me and DeAndre want to tag along, too.
Well, then in that case, that it's going to have to go up higher than $750.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Because the dinner alone, just between
Same.
three animals like me, George, and Armand, that's a $750 dinner right there.
Correct.
We plan on eating.
I may need to be at your home away from home after that.
You want me to get you a room
Walk
at the
right
East
across
Central?
the street.
Yeah, or you can stay in my room.
I
with
may
me.
need one the next day.
You stay with
Yeah.
me. Stay with me in my room.
No, it's okay.
Well, you want your own room?
Yeah, I think
Well,
I can get my own.
I mean, you talked about how you always fart while you're sleeping, so.
Well, I also said that I
You and
hold
Jay
it
Moore.
in. I hold it in when I sleep with Rachel. I hold it in.
Yeah, you and Jay Moore all talk about farting while sleeping all the time.
What I have to do in the morning is I have to get out of bed and I have to walk into the other room and then hope that she doesn't hear me shake the house. You know? I mean, you're married 14 years. You probably just do it right in front of your wife.
Yeah, I mean, it's just you got to go. You got to go.
Yeah, but I'm still 6 years into this relationship and I still choose to not do that in front of her. It's probably why I got divorced. You know,
because of your farting,
the Dutch oven,
lack thereof,
the whole Dutch oven thing.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I
All right,
was
we're done
married.
here. Great job, Cappy. Great job, Lindsay, DeAndre, the boys in the back, the whole crew in the back, the circle of trust. Christopher, welcome back. Mike Trudell, thank you. Beto and Michael, Lakers.